Hello guys, I'm Daniel from Cashflow Sheets. Today I'm going to show you how to design a dividend tracker for your personal and professional use. In order to develop the tracker, we are going to use Google Sheets so that you can track the portfolios of your investments and make timely decision to maximize the gains. It will help you to track market values of your shares, dividends, yields, payout ratio, profit and loss, growth, and annual income. And you will be able to organize your investments for the spot on a decision making for the future. Before we start, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. You can download the Google Sheets from the download link given in the description below this video. Don't forget it. Before we start making our dividend tracker, let me show you how it will look in a final form. It includes the name of share, its ticker, number of shares, sector, date of purchase, buying price, and current price per share, total buying costs, total current value, dividend, annual dividend per share, yield, payout ratio, profit or loss, growth, and annual income. You will be also able to see the visual representation of the compression between market values and buying costs, percentage of annual income, as well as compression growth. Okay, now let's start designing our Google Sheets. We will go to the Google Apps and select Google Sheets. We will then go on and select the blank sheet. Rename your Google Sheets to Stock Dividend Tracker. In the first two rows, we will add the logo. For that, we will go to Insert, select Image, and click on the image over cells. After selecting our image, we will resize it. We will then merge the rest of the cells. In the third row, we will add headings of a ticker. Name, shares, sector, purchase date, buying price per share, current market price per share, total buying costs, total value, current value, dividend, annual dividend per share, yield, payout ratio, profit or loss, growth, annual income. Now let's change the formatting of the header cells. Select the cells and change their background color to any color you want. I have chosen this dark yellow 3 color here to make the write more visible. Let's select the cell and make the writing bold and change the text color to white. We can also change the format size to 12 and then change the text wrapping to wrap and cells alignment to center. The first step should be to enter the ticker of the stock that you have both. You can copy the ticker by searching the name of the company on Google. Let's say Apple. Write ticker in the front of it. This is where the ticker of the company is written. You can copy it from here and paste it in the Google Sheets. Next, in the place of the company or your stock name, you can enter the formula of Google Finance. We can write equally sign on a Google Finance. Start the bracket and select the ticker cell. Then within commas, write name. This will automatically put down the complete name of the company. We can add this blank function to it. In this case, there is nothing written in the ticker cell. It will give no output in the stock name cell. You can write if start bracket is blank. Start bracket and select the ticker cell. Close bracket and add double question mark. And then close the bracket here as well. You can just drag down this formula so that it can be copied the cell below. In the next column, we can write down the number of shares. whatever is a number of shares you bought of the company. You can enter here. Let's say for this company, I have bought 15 shares. The next column is for a sector that companies belongs to. You can manually enter the sectors like electronics, cosmetics, beverage, etc. This company is actually an electronic company, so we can write down electronics here. In the next column, we can write down the date on which the stock was acquired. But first, let us change the formatting of the cells by selecting the entire column and clicking on More Formats and selecting Date. Now we can enter the date. In the next column, we have to enter the cost of single stock at the time of purchase. Let's say at the time of purchase, the cost of the PL stock was $114.3. I can also change the format of this column to dollars. In the next column, we need to enter the current value of the stock. Now, as the stock value is changing constantly, you can use a formula in order to pull the live value of our stocks from the Google Finance website. The formula for doing that is equal sign, write Google Finance, bracket open and select the ticker cell. The open double quotation mark, write price and the end of the quotation mark and bracket and press enter. This is going to pull the current market value per stock of the Apple from the website. We can change it format to dollar as well. We can add it in the blank function to do it. And in case there is nothing written in the ticker cell, it will give no output to the market per cell. You can write if start bracket is blank start bracket and select the ticker cell, close bracket and add the double quotation marks. We can drag down this formula to copy it to the cell below. We can calculate the total purchase cost of the stock by multiplying the buying costs of the single stock with the number of shares bought. Let's also add this blank function here and drag down this formula to copy it to cells below. In the next column, we can multiply the current value per stock to number of the share booth, which will give us the total current market value for our stocks of the company. We can add this blank function here and drag down this formula to copy in the cells below. In the dividend column, we pull the live value from another website called Finwiz. Search Finwiz on Google and go to the website. In the search column, write PPL. In the table below, you can see the dividend in the eighth row. In our Google Sheets, we will use the index formula, which takes value from this URL. It will take the value from the table 8, row number 8, and the column number 2. We will write equal sign, index, bracket, start, import, HTML. Bracket start, we will go back to the Finwiz website and copy its URL till the equal sign and paste it in the sheets within the double quotation marks. Then write and select the ticker cell. Comma right table in the quotation marks, comma 8 for the table number, bracket close. Comma and 8, comma 2 for the rows and columns numbers and bracket close. We will then add this blank function to give no output in a case there is nothing in the ticker cell. We will also be using the subtitles formula twice. It will give no output in case there is an asterisk sign in the place of a dividend value on the website, and the second one will substitute the dash sign in a place of the dividend value within 0 in the Google Sheets. We can then drag down the formula to the cells below. We can also pull the annual dividend per share values from the Finwiz website using the same index and import HTML formula. As we can see in the website, the annual dividend per share is in the row 7. We'll just copy the formula for dividend cell and paste it in the annual dividend per share cell. And change the table row number from 8 to 7. Drag the formula down to copy it. In the next column, we will find out the yields of the share. For that, we will dividend annual dividend per share in the cells K4 with the current market price per share in cell G4. Copy the isBlank function and drag the formula down to copy it to cell below. We can also pull the payout percent values from the Finwiz website using the same index and import HTML formula. We'll copy the formula from the dividend cell and paste it into a payout cell. And change the row and column number from 8 and 2 to 11 and 8. Drag the formula down to copy it. In column N, we will be finding out the profit of or loss of our shares. For that, we will subtract the total buying cost in cell H4 from the total current value in cell E4. Add isBlank function. Drag the formula down to copy its cells below. In column O, we will be finding out the percentage growth of our shares. For that, we will subtract the buying price per market share in cell F4 from the current market price per share in cells G4 and divide it by buying price per market share. Add isBlank function. Change format to percent. Drag the formula down to copy it to cells below. In a column P, we will be finding out the annual income for our shares. For that, we will be multiply the annual dividend per share in cells K4 with the number of the shares bought in cell C4. Add isBlank function. And drag the formula down to the copy cells below. Moving on, the second stock, let's say we bought Home Depot stock. We will search for the ticker in Google and copy it to our Google Sheets. As we had already copied the formulas in the cell, pasting the ticker in the ticker cell would update those cells. We can manually enter the numbers of the share both, let's say 10. Sector name, that is consumer discretionary. As well as the date of acquisition. We can also enter the market cost all time of purchases, let's say $280. Everything else is going to update automatically. For the next stocks, let's say we want to track the 3G Corporation stock. I hope I said it well. we will Google search its ticker and copy it back in our sheets. This will automatically update the cells which had formulas in them. We can manually enter the values for the rest of the cells. We can manually enter the numbers of shares bought, let's say 7, sector name that is materials, as well as the date of acquisition. We can also enter the market cost at the time purchase, that is $70.3. Everything else is going to update it on its own. For the next stock, let's say we want to track EMC Entertainment's dividend. We will Google search it, the ticker and copy it back in our sheets. This will automatically update the cells which had a formula in them. We can enter the numbers of the shares bought, let's say 25. Sector name, that's its information technology, as well as the date of acquisition. We can also enter the market costs at the time of purchase, that is $23.3. Everything else is going to update its own. For next stock, let's say we want to track the ExxonMobil's dividend in stocks. We will Google search its ticker and copy it back into our sheets. This will automatically update the cells which has formulas in them. Let's say number of shares is 10. Sector name, that's energy, as well as the date of acquisition. We can also enter the market cost at the time of purchase, that is $37.6. Everything else is going to be updated on its own. At the end, I can select rows and change their format. I will keep the font size to 11, change to Arial. Keep the alignment center. I can also select the columns and resize their within. I will keep it width to the data. Next, we would like to show a visual representation of the comparison between the current market value of our stocks both versus their buying cost. We can go to Insert tab and click on Chart. Under X-axis, select the name column. And under Series, select Total Current Value and Total Buying Cost columns. In this Customize tab in the chart editor, we can change the background column to light yellow 3. We can also change the layout by clicking on 3D in the chart and access titles. Enter titles, text that is current value versus buying cost. We can also insert another chart by going to Insert and Chart. We can change the chart type to donut chart. In the label, we can select the ticker column, and in the value, we can annual income column. In the Customize tab in Chart Editor, we can change the background color to light yellow 3. Let us change the layout by clicking on 3D. In the chart and access titles, enter title text that it's an annual income. Let's insert another chart by going to Insert and Chart. Under X-axis, select the ticker column. And under Series, select the Grow column. In the Customize tab in the Chart Editor, we can change the background color to light yellow 3. Let us change the layout by clicking on 3D. In the chart and axis titles, enter title text that is growth comparison. This is for the tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please download the sheet, subscribe to my channel, and hit the like button. Thank you, and we will see it later.